Rituals and practices are a part of culture. And if you don't think you're doing them, surprise, you are. Here's something I want you to embrace is whether by design or by default, you as a leader are creating a culture every day. Even if you have a team of one, you are creating a culture every day. And the rituals and practices that you engage in or not, the absence of rituals and practices is also creating culture, right? So rituals and practices are important. Why? Because they transmit, they cement, they form a pattern of how things are done in the way you work and in your business. So let's utilize something as an example that many people might be familiar with, a daily stand-up meeting. And that is a practice. And if some of you are not familiar with that, it simply is people meeting regularly for, it can be 10 minutes, it can be up to an hour every day to focus on the most important things that are happening with a project or an initiative. Now, I in my business, and I've seen others in their business practice, a virtual daily stand-up. And this is particularly effective with contractors, and it can look like either every day or every 2 or 3 days. They send a message through a communication like Slack, answering 3 questions. And that provides that update that here's what's going on, here's where I'm stuck, here's what I'm focused on, similar to the way that in-person group meeting with people standing shoulder to shoulder might. So is that important? I'd say yes, because that's a way work gets done that forms something that people don't have to think about. They have to think about what they say when they show up, but they don't have to wonder, when are we going to get together to talk about this work? So that's one example of a ritual. And there are so many others. We could be here all day if we talk about it, but it's important for you because when you recognize that it's a tool to creating culture, you start to be in control and you start to be conscious of how the practices and the rituals that you are employing or not are impacting the culture that you want to create.